Hello, music fans. I found this list on Reddit called The Best of Progressive Metal 2023. Looks like there were almost 600 votes in this, and it's the people of Reddit deciding what the best progressive metal albums of 2023 are. So I figured I'd look at the list, give a quick reaction, talk about if there are some that on here that I haven't even heard before, or what I think of the list in general. Let's start off looking at number 50 through 41. You can see on my screen here, number 50 is Hills Like White Lions with Meander. I have not heard that one, so can't comment on it. Number 49, Anubis Gate is with Interference. Yeah, I heard that one. I like it. So I think that's a solid choice. Number 48, Obsidian Tide with the Grand Crescendo. Heard that as well. Also enjoyed it. Number 47, Dodd Heimsgard with Black Medium Current. Yeah, I think that one's really deserving. It was my second favorite black metal album. It's a progressive avant-garde black metal album. Probably my second favorite in the black metal genre for the whole year. I think it's worth being here. Number 46, The Mercury Tree with Self Similar. Yeah, I really like that one. Wasn't even sure if I'd call it metal, but it's really cool. It's got microtonal guitars used on it. So if you're a fan of King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizards microtonal music, I think you'll like it. Yeah, I guess it's kind of heavy. I wouldn't really call it prog metal, but it's really good. So uh, more prog rock though. Same thing with number 45, Bear Ghost Jimny. This is an amazing album. It's in my top 15 of the year, but I don't really think it's metal at all. So not sure why it's on a prog metal list, but it is proggy. It's kind of like adventure rock. It's all over the place. It mixes a lot of different genres, and it's just really fun. If you like the Deer Hunter, check it out. Number 44 on this list is Nuclear Power Trio with Wet Ass Plutonium. This is a great one. It's probably my second favorite instrumental album of 2023. Um, it features the players dress up as Donald Trump, Kim Jong-un, and Vladimir Putin, and they just shred. It's really fun. Number 43, Ammon, Spectre, and Obsession. I haven't heard before, so can't comment on it. Number 42, Temic Terror Management Theory. Excellent debut album by this band that features um, what's his name, for Eric Gillette from Neil Morse Band and Diego Tejeda, formerly of Haken. Really great band, really great debut album. Number 41, Stortdragon Finitude. I don't think I heard this one, but I really should listen to it because I remember liking the previous album by Stortdragon. So I'm surprised I didn't listen to it. Let's look at number 40 to 31 here. Entheos, Time Will Take Us All. Yeah, I like that one. Good pick. Gorod the Orb. Also like that one. That's pretty technical death metal style of prog. Very cool. Number 38, The Callous Cowboys, God Smiles Upon the Callous Cowboys. I heard that one. I think it's just an EP, but it's great. It's probably my favorite EP of the year. Really great. They're kind of mathcore reminiscent of the Dillinger Escape Plan. Speaking of the Dillinger Escape Plan, we have Better Lovers with God Made Me an Animal. I think that was an EP as well. And yeah, it's one of the EPs, one of my favorite EPs of the year as well, probably in my top 10. And it features Greg Puciato of the Dillinger Escape Plan on vocals, if I recall correctly. I hope that's the right one that I'm thinking of. Number 36, Thy Catafalque with Alfold, another great avant-garde black metal album in this list, up there among my favorites in that style. So I think it's good and deserving of being here. Veil of Maya with Mother at number 35. That's a good progressive metalcore album. Horrendous with Ontological Mysterium was a really good progressive death metal album. Enslaved with Heimdall, my favorite progressive black metal album of the year, so I think it deserves to be here. Voyager, Fearless in Love is a great one. They were in the Eurovision Song Contest, and plays pretty well. I think ninth overall, which is amazing for a prog metal band to pull that off. They have such catchy songs with they have the djent influence in them, but they also have like this 80s synth pop vibe. It's very cool, very unique, and I like it a lot. Number 31, Alkaloid Newman. This one's awesome. Great progressive death metal. Really high up in my year-end list as well, so I think it deserves to be here. Let's keep going. Number 30 to 21. We got Einar Solberg 16. Great solo album by this frontman of Leprous. It's cool to see it here. 29, we've got Fires in the Distance, Air Not Meant for Us. Yeah, I heard this one. It's pretty good. Not sure I would put it this high. Some of the ones that I've already mentioned, I think are quite a bit better, but I think it's deserving of being on the list somewhere. Sermon of Golden Verse. Yeah, I heard this one too. It's pretty good. Again, I feel like these two, I feel like a lot of the ones that I've already talked about are should be ahead of these. Same thing with Closure in Moscow, Soft Hell. It's pretty good, but I don't know if it deserves this high of placement in the top 30 prog metal of the year. Also, it's not really prog metal, this one. More prog rock. Number 26 is Baroness Stone. Yeah, this one's great. Great progressive sludge metal. I think it's deserving of being up this high. I think I might have it even higher on mine. Same thing with Omnirod, The Immensal Rise. This place really high on my year-end list, so I think it's great. Could be even better than 25th best. Then Tumult, The Enduring Spirit. I'm not sure I heard this one. I think it's kind of like death metal. Maybe I should check it out. Number 23, Hypno Shield. I love this one. It's in my top 10 of the year. So good. 22 is Zenith Passage with Daedalus. Love this one a lot. And yeah, it's kind of like technical death metal. I think things like Hypnos, Omnirod, and Baroness are better for me than Zenith Passage, but it's still pretty good. Number 21, Riverside ID Entity. Yeah, it's great. Makes sense that it places this high. I like some of the underdogs. I think this is a pretty popular prog metal album. It's not super metal. It almost leans onto the rock side. It's more like kind of like think of Porcupine Tree, whatever genre that it's prog rock with a little sprinkle of metal. Uh, it's really good. I think it deserves to be on the list, but I like some of the underdogs better, like Hypnos and Omnirod, Baroness. Let's look at number 20 to 11. We've got Unprocessed with And Everything in Between. This is a pretty cool album. Amazing guitar playing on it. I really liked it. Steven Wilson, the Harmony Codex. This is not prog metal at all. It's prog rock. There's no metal in here, really. But it's okay. I feel like it's overrated, unfortunately. I think Steven Wilson is amazing. I love That Refused to Sing, and I love the one after that, Hand Cannot Erase. I love even the two before Raven That Refused to Sing. But I feel like with To the Bone and Future Bites and the Harmony Codex, he's kind of dipped in this quality, and it's not really living up to his past work for me. I know the production's amazing, and yeah, even the performances are amazing. The songwriting is pretty cool. Like, don't get me wrong, it's still good, but a lot of people are putting it in like their top 20 of the year, and it just I don't feel like it deserves to be that high up in my list personally. But if you like it, that's cool. It's definitely not metal though, so shouldn't be here. Number 18, Pliny with Mirage. Was this just an EP? This is instrumental shred guitar. Good guitar. I think it's not a full-length album. It's just an EP if I remember correctly. I don't know what it's doing up in the top 20. If it's just an EP and it's just instrumental shred guitar, but obviously he's amazing at what he does. I just don't know if it should be this high in the best prog metal of the year. Night versus Every Sound Has a Color in the Valley of the Night, Part 1. I have not heard this, so I'm not sure. Humanity's Last Breath, Ashen. I have not heard that either, so not sure. The Anchor It All Began with Loneliness, awesome. Amazing debut album. Really great to see it on the list. Earthside, Let the Truth Speak, also amazing. Great to see it on the list. Okay, Goodnight, Fox and the Bird, really great album with female vocals. I love it. Definitely in my top. I think it deserves this spot. It's in my top 25 of the year for sure, too. Catatonia, Sky Void of Stars. Yeah, it's really, really good. I don't think it's quite good enough to be number 12, but I feel like it needs to be in the list somewhere. I think Okay, Goodnight, Earthside, The Anchor It, some of the stuff we talked about already should be above it, but they're a big name, so that makes sense. Number 11, Avenged Sevenfold, Life is But a Dream. That's awesome. It was my number one album of 2023, so I love to see it here. They really went crazy with this one. Number 10, King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard with the long title that I'm not even going to say because it's just too long. Really awesome, though. Really awesome progressive thrash metal album. Usually this band's not a metal band, but they've made a couple metal albums, and when they do, they're just great at it. It's amazing how good they are at so many different genres. And this is deserving of being up really high. All right, let's look at the top 10 here. Number 9, The World is Quiet Here with Zon. I love it. Amazing. In my top 10 as well. The Ocean Holocene. Amazing. I love it. It's in my top 10 as well. Aviation's Luminaria. Also amazing. I love it. It didn't quite make my top 10 overall albums of the year, but maybe if we just think about prog metal on its own, it might just crack my top 10. Yeah, it's really good for fans of the Contortionist. Number 6, Sleep Token, Take Me Back to Eden. I don't know. Is this really prog metal or is this more like metalcore mixed with pop? I guess because they bend a lot of genres, it's kind of progressive. I think it's overrated. I don't think it should be up this high. I think Avenged Sevenfold did the genre bending better than Sleep Token. Number 5, Nail Obliviscaris with Exul. Amazing. Yeah, also my top 10. So good. I saw them live. Great progressive extreme metal with violin. From Australia. Number 4, No Spoon Opus. I'm so happy to see it this high. They're my number 2 album of 2023. An amazing debut album. The next Scenes from a Memory, basically. It's a concept album. It's this decade's Scenes from a Memory by Dream Theater. So good. Number 3, Periphery. Periphery 5, Gent is not a genre. Yes, I love Periphery, so really happy to see them here. Number 2, Tesseract War Being, another band I love, happy to see them here. And number 1, Haken Fauna, another band I love, happy to see them here. I mean, you can't go wrong with this top 5. It's amazing. I would take this top 5 and then add in number 8, The Ocean, number 9, The World is Quiet Here, and number 11, Avenged Sevenfold, Life is But a Dream. And I think that's pretty much my top 8 of the year right there. So really happy to see that like 8 of my top 10 were in the top 11 here. And then a lot of the ones that I had on my list are in here. So it seems like the people over on r/prog metal have pretty similar taste to me, but there are definitely some slight surprises in here. Some things, the order was a little weird. There were some things that were lower down on the list that I think should have been higher up, some things that are higher up that should have been lower down. But all in all, it's a really good list. Great job, people have read it in picking the best prog metal albums of 2023. Maybe I'll find some other lists, year-end lists, and react to them if people like this content. Let me know what you think of this list. Let me know what you think of my opinions. Am I dead wrong? Is Sleep Token the best band ever to exist? And am I wrong in saying they're overrated? Let me know down in the comments. And let me know if there's some other good lists of best prog metal of 2023 that you want me to react to. Until next time, peace out.